So I was on Twitter earlier, a couple hours ago, and an article came my way where they were talking about Kareem Hunt yet again. And I was like, oh my God, what more can they say about this guy that they haven't already said and they can't get any more out of? And Professor Black Truth has been talking about this over and over again. And I hope that this reaches him because it's really going to further prove his point. But as you can see in this picture, this is definitely not Kareem Hunt. This is Kareem Hunt's father. And USA Today, first off, fuck them, is the only site or only news outlet so far that I've seen run this story. Because I typed it into Google and I have not seen anything else. Now, like I said, this is Kareem Hunt's father, and this is his mugshot for, I guess, whatever crime he may have committed. This is why we said Kareem Hunt, Kevin Hart, Kyle Murray, and any other black men that they're putting out there heavily like this is a proxy. So they decided to take it upon themselves to dig up this mugshot of Kareem Hunt's father because they could not find anything else to talk about as far as Kareem Hunt goes. Like, they know that the stories involving him are pretty much dead in the water. They can't find anything else. They can't do anything else. It's done. It's dead. So they go and they dig up this mugshot of his dad, who has absolutely nothing to do with the story at hand involving his son. This reminds me so much of what happened with that gorilla Harambe at the zoo a couple years ago. They couldn't get anything on the mother. They were so mad that they had to kill that gorilla. They would prefer they had killed the boy. They were so mad at that they couldn't get anything on the mother. So what did they do? They dig up the criminal past of the father. Two things with that. One, the father was not even there at the zoo with the mother and those other kids. And two, he had nothing to do with the incident. And they pulled up a mugshot and some stuff that happened 10 years prior. That whole thing happened back in 2016. They pulled up some stuff from him from 2006. I said, whoa. And notice we ain't really hear anything else after that because people knew that they were grasping for straws when they did that. Just like they're grasping for straws here. What they're really trying to say in essence is that violence amongst black people, especially black men, if they can find anything related to the person that they're talking about through their family, and their family has maybe a bad past, or even if it's just one minor incident, it could be a minor incident such as maybe stealing a candy bar, they will try to say that violence runs in their family and it's hereditary. Well, if that's the case, then they need to start digging up some of these white folks' past, because I'm almost certain that violence runs through their bloodstreams. I mean, look at their ancestors. Robbing, pillaging, raping, murdering, theft of whole nations. And it trickles on down to their offspring today. Because you got all these opioid addicted, tobacco chewing, dog fucking, incest having mass shooters just scattered all around. They're basically doing what their ancestors did times 10. The only thing they haven't done so far is put people back into bondage, but let's not get ahead of ourselves, because who knows, if you give them some money and a few acres of land, they'll probably do it. Then you'll really see how many white people actually like your ass after that. But this shit right here is a non-story. The fact that USA Today was the only ones who ran with this shit. Not even TMZ. And TMZ was the one that brought that whole Kareem Hunt thing to the forefront. Because they know it's nothing there. It's nothing there. They're grasping for straws. They are reaching hard to get something. Notice I didn't even bother to read the article because I know it's some bullshit. This is some bullshit. Notice they're not even going to look into the past of the family of that white chick that called Kareem the N-word. And they're not going to. We haven't heard them talk about her since that video came out. They probably didn't even want to talk about her even when the video came out, but they had to. We are the only group of people they love to dig into their past and bring something up when they can't get something on the initial subject so they could try to prove a point. That's why I hate lamestream media. That is one of the main reasons as to why I call them lamestream media, when they pull shit and a lot of other shit like this and then some. People be saying, oh, you should watch so-and-so. You should watch CNN or MSNBC because they're not like Fox News. Bullshit. They are just like them. Hell, they're probably even worse. That's what you call liberal media. They try to mask whatever it is that they're talking about, but they're doing, in essence, the same exact thing. They're just not as overt with it. And USA Today is part of that so-called liberal media. So as far as I'm concerned, like I said, fuck USA Today for running with this bullshit ass story. That is a non-goddamn factor. It really is. I don't know what the hell y'all, were you bored today? Were you bored over there when you decided to run this story? You had to be. I won't even bother wasting my time posting a link to that story in the description because it is some bullshit. I don't care what his dad did in the past. His dad is not part of the story. Stick to the goddamn story. Oh, I forgot you can't do that because there's nothing for you to stick to. You've already done all that you can, and there's nearly, and that was barely anything. So they say, oh, we can't get any more out of Kareem Hunt, so let's go after his dad, who has nothing to do with it. So basically what you're saying is his dad must have a violent gene and he passed it on to his son. Is that what you're saying? Because you know they love to say black people are inherently violent, which means we are born that way. I can see through all that shit as if it was glass. But that's all I have to say as it pertains to this. I'm not falling for their shit, and neither should you. Y'all let me know what you think down in the comments. Like, share, subscribe. The links will be in the description. I'll talk to you in the next one.